So in this video I'm going to remind you how to subtract positive and negative numbers from positive and negative numbers. So you'll see that I've drawn a number line, and this can be particularly useful in helping us understand the answers to these questions, and there's nothing to stop you drawing a number line on the side of your exam paper and using it to help you in the exam. So we'll start off with very basic 4 take away 3. So if we're at 4 and we take away 3, 1, 2, 3, we end up at 1. And that's sort of very basic. If we do 4 take away 8, then something happens that's different. We start at 4, we take away 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and our answer becomes negative. Now, we don't really want to draw a number line every time, so how could we figure this out otherwise? Well, the difference between the numbers is 4, that's fairly simple, the difference between 4 and 8 is 4, but the larger of the numbers was negative, and that means we will get a negative answer. Another way of thinking about this is that maybe we were 4 meters above the sea, and then we off a diving board, and we went off the board and we went 8. We went under the water, we dropped by 8 meters. So we hit the water and we go under the water by another 4, and we end up here. So again, there's a couple of ways of thinking it, but 4 subtract 4 is minus 4. Now this time I'm at minus 8, in fact I need to add a couple more numbers on here, and I take away 5. So another way to think about this is that minus 8, the first number is your start number. I'm at minus 8, this is why I'm here, at minus 8. Now the direction, negative, means I must go down. So I've got to go this way. So that's the negative direction, and that's the positive direction. So if I'm at minus 8 and I go down a further 5, altogether I'm down by 13. So we can count if you like, 1, 2, 3, I missed my 9 out there. Let's do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So minus 8, minus 5 gives me minus 13. So in the same way, hopefully, you'll see that minus 6 minus 2 must be minus 8. Minus 6 down to minus 8. Now, when we come to something as straightforward as this, you might get confused, but this is back to plus 10, take 5. You should realise the answer is 5. 4 take 10, so we're at 4, and we come down 10. 4 take 4 gets you to the 0, and you've got another 6 left. So your answer is minus 6. Remember, the difference between them is 6. The larger of the two numbers was the negative, so it'll be a negative answer. Now, brings us to something interesting. If we do a negative, it's like taking away a down movement. So if I'd gone down and I said, no, I don't want you to do that, then I have to go back up. So a double negative becomes a plus. And I think the best way of doing these is just to remember that. A double negative between the numbers. You may say that's a double negative, but not between the numbers. So when you have double negatives between your two numbers, you're taking away a negative instruction, which means you go back up. And 6 and 5 is 11. So hopefully you will see exactly the same here. 5 plus 3 is 8. Now the last one is a negative to start with, then a negative, negative 3. So that gives me minus 4. A double negative is plus 3. Now I'm at minus 4 is where I'm starting. I go up 3, so not enough to become positive. So I become minus 1. I'll show you another one like that. So if you have a negative to start with, and you add a positive which isn't as big, you do go up towards the positive numbers, but only by 2, so that would be minus 6. So hopefully these examples will help you with adding, subtracting negative numbers.